Hi, welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're talking about the movie Longlegs. As quite the misconception, this movie has nothing to do with a type of spider. It is a horror thriller flick that is both written and directed by Osgood Perkins that I've been looking forward to for quite some time now. It even stars Nicolas Cage, who is undoubtedly one of my favorite actors. When I first saw the previews for this movie, I didn't know what to think of it at first, but sure enough, it grabbed my curiosity, and I knew right then I had to check out this movie. In much anticipation, I'm ready to talk about it. Movie story follows FBI Agent Lee Harker, who is a gifted new recruit assigned to the unsolved case of an elusive serial killer. As the case takes complex turns, unearthing evidence of the occult, Harker discovers a personal connection to the merciless killer and must race against time to stop him before he claims the lives of another innocent family. Well, after finally watching the movie, it's something different, that's for sure. It's something entirely unique and stands out as one of the most innovative horror flicks that I've ever seen. Take it from a horror film snob like me when I say that I absolutely loved this movie. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that this film is absolutely perfect when everything about it is just phenomenal. To give you a rough estimate of what this movie is like, think Silence of the Lambs, but with a twist. Obviously, I'm not going to give away the type of twist because that would just ruin the fun for everyone. Sure enough, the movie has so many things to admire about, whether it be its brooding atmosphere, how unsettling the movie actually is, gorgeous cinematography, and some wonderful acting. Right within the first few moments of the movie, I was immediately washed over with a sense of dread that the whole movie was permeated with. That's when I knew, right then, I was hooked. The film's brooding and unsettling nature is obviously one of the best things it has to offer. It's a slow burn, yeah, but allows you to soak in that uneasy feeling, not knowing what to expect, and I was on the edge of my seat during the whole movie. Fueling up the occult theme of the film, there's a lot of WTF moments and there's a ton of creepy visual imagery. So, right there for a horror film is what makes it just so great if you're into that kind of stuff. As much hype going around the film, saying it's one of the scariest movies ever made, I was thinking it was getting a bit overhyped because that's what every horror film tries to claim at least. Believe me when I say that it's not entirely one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, but it is still very disturbing to say the least. I think there were maybe only a couple of jump scares in the film, but the movie itself is it just heavily relies on suspense and tension, which I wholly admire. The film itself has an interesting quality to its camera work with how most of the shots were framed, using wide-angled shots and most of the film's many claustrophobic sets. With that, it gives you the opportunity to ponder what may be lurking around the corner in sheer anticipation of terror. When it comes to the film's cinematography, it is evocatively well done. When it comes to the movie's marketing, I was super enthralled with how they left out Nick Cage's character out of previews or anything. It was definitely a nice little surprise because his Longlegs character in this movie is easily one of his best standout performances in his career. His character adds a whole new layer of uneasiness that just creeps under your skin. Showing off a different side to his style of acting, he undoubtedly shows off his prowess. Simply said, he was amazing, and I just couldn't imagine anyone else in the role. As far as everyone else goes, Maika Monroe, Blair Underwood, and Alicia Witt all pull their own weight, and they're all equally great as well. As far as I'm concerned, there was no ounce of talent gone to waste. Even after everything I've discussed already, there's a lot of ground to cover that I haven't already. As I have barely scratched the surface of dissecting the film apart, there's a lot to admire with its themes, deeper understandings, and its ambiguous ending that leaves a lot to unpack and process once the movie finishes. With that said, I couldn't have asked for a better horror film, and it's definitely one of my favorites of the year. Overall, Longlegs is a terrifying, nightmare-fueled film that is a spine-tingling experience like no other. This film isn't going to be for everyone, and that's okay, but rest assured that if you're a fan of horror cinema, you're going to absolutely love this movie. As far as horror movies go, well, you just can't get any better than this one-of-a-kind film. I give this movie an A+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up my real reviews.